All right, welcome to the podcast. Komar. No, let me.
It's already live. It's already live.
We're live. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, am I good? Can we good? All right, welcome to the Komar podcast, where we bring you all the real estate news. We got so much information we're going to share with you today, and we probably going to start off with talking about 2021 market. Buyer's market specifically, how to win and buy a house in 2021. It's been pretty tough this year. I remember in February when this whole thing started with multiple offers, no inventory, a bunch of buyers. It was super hard to find the houses for the buyers, and then it was hard to win that house for our client. And as soon as you get into that multiple situation, that was something that I've never seen before. And I was like, I remember I was driving back home from one of the showings. And I'm like, man, this is so hard. I don't know if I'm gonna keep up and do this. Helping buyers. I probably need to start working only with sellers. And then I kept on going. It was like, it's now I figured out the how to win these offers now and houses for our clients. So I just want to bring that topic up, talk about it a little bit for our listeners. How to win the house in 2021. What do you guys think?
I believe nothing changed actually, because right now the inventory is low as well.
Yeah.
And when really nice house coming to the market, it's still multiple offers. It's still gone in 3 days.
Yeah, it's just that there's in the springtime when everything started. I remember it's like January, February. There were lines in front of houses. People would just wait to get in. And there were just a little bit more inventory. There was a lot more buyers, but there was more inventory. So there's more to transact. Now the inventory dropped. The amount of buyers I think dropped, but it's still higher than it should be. It's more buyers than sellers right now. So hot houses sell pretty quick, but there's just less inventory. Less to choose from, and everybody's asking us, when is a good time to buy? When is a good time to buy?
Yesterday.
It's
yesterday.
yesterday.
Yeah, but like historically, it's like a winter time. The prices drop in the winter, but there's no inventory. There's nothing to buy. How are you going to choose something if there's nothing coming on in the market? So
No, I'm going to say if you really like something, don't wait. Just put an offer and put a strong offer, which means no contingencies. If you are renting right now, that's good because it means to the seller that you can close actually anytime.
Yeah.
Put big earnest money so they know that you are actually serious about your offer and you are really interested.
So let's break it down. So let's say we found a house, right? Couple things that on the offer that the sellers and listing agents are looking at is the price. What else we got?
Earnest money amount.
Deposit. So we want to have that as high as possible.
What kind of financing you are going with? That's important too.
Yeah,
actually.
how much is down payment? A lot of people are putting that they're going with 20-25, but at the end they're putting 5.
Yeah.
Something that when the listing agent side, you always want to verify, but on the buy side you always want that down payment to be as big as possible. And some people do it. They put 25%, and then at the end in the process,
They will go with 5.
they can go with 5.
Closing date, because most of the sellers, they want to close within 35 days, but some of them actually wants to close in 60 days. So make
Or
sure
90.
that you are
Or
make
they
sure
want
that
to
you are
rent back.
flexible.
So that's our job
Yeah.
when we represent the buyer to find out when the seller wants to close.
Exactly.
And do they have the house to move into after they sell it?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I don't know where to go, and I need that flexibility.
Yeah.
And those, I remember we won one time. We put an offer on a house, 480, and there were offers over 500. And the listing agent asked me, can we be flexible and let the seller rent back from the buyer? And we said, yes, we're flexible. We're very flexible. And they went with us. It's probably over 20,000 less offer than the other ones. And they went with us because we were flexible. They didn't know the house they were moving to, so that was one of the fears they had, and they had to be. We had to be flexible. That's our job when we represent the buyer to find out, when.
Call the listing agent, double check what the seller is looking for. I think that helps.
Yeah. Then what else we got? We got
As
the
is condition, the
as is.
inspection.
Operation rate. It's just.
But let's talk about one
happen.
at a time. So let's talk about next on the contract. We got the tax expiration rate. Usually we put 105%, right? So
Usually I put 110.
110?
Yeah.
A little bit steep. What do they say? What the listing agent said?
It's actually 99% of my property that's under contract, they not saying anything.
Or they not
Yeah?
even.
Go with
You go with 110?
Yeah,
Or they,
Alright,
they could not
that's
even
good.
check that.
If it's under, because we going above asking price. So if we
That's
going
good.
under asking price, they come back with negotiation, and sometimes
What
they
if,
negotiate.
what if you know that there's multiple offers? You still put 110?
Yeah.
Yeah? I would...
Like sometimes, of course, if not, I'm not sure about the price. I'll put 110. Probably will put as is. Sometimes I can talk to the buyer how hard he want this house. We can sign the waiver.
Okay, let's slowly.
we can-
Okay, so we're talking
go
about
back.
transpiration. Sometimes I even put 100 if we are in a tough position, but then I communicate that to the buyer, saying, "Look, we're talking about a couple $100, but some sellers, listing agent starts bringing it up. This starts becoming a new conversation. So let's reduce that conversation, make sure that we don't have it. Sometimes I would do 100. Sometimes, I usually do 105. That's what I've been taught to do, and I keep doing it 105. 110, if you can squeeze that in for the buyer, that's good. If the buyer can get that 110, 110% proration, that's more money for them, and that's the cash money at the closing. They get a couple $100 less to bring to the closing table. And some listing agents would tell their sellers that, we can talk a couple $100, that's okay. When you're in one-to-one conversations with the house, with the listing agent, that's fine. But when you represent multiple offers, it kind of have to be, probably, I don't know, whatever flies. But usually we do 105%. Then what else we have? We
Credit from the seller. Actually,
yes,
I have a case with that. So every investor wanna have the credit from the seller because it's gonna lower your down payment.
Yeah.
And if they have multiple offers, I believe they will go with the one without that. So if
Without the credit.
without the credit because they're afraid the house will not appraise for the amount of.
But when we're talking, somebody who's listening, they might not understand how we do it.
So basically, that's the option in the contract, in the offer. When we send it to the seller's agent, we ask they will give us back some amount of money that we basically borrow from our bank. So let's imagine the price is 100,000, and we're gonna pay 102,000, but they will give us 2,000 in a day of closing, and we will deduct it from our down payment.
Yeah. So basically, for the seller, it doesn't make any difference.
Absolutely.
He still gets 100.
Yeah.
But we take that 2,000 added to the mortgage and get it back at the closing. Pretty much that's good for us because then we reduce our down payment. But our monthly payment goes up.
Yeah, but just for the
$10.
couple of bucks. So sometimes when you're buying for investment, you need to repair something, repaint, like change the carpet. That could cover some of those expenses. But if they have a lot of offers, they will not go with one who asking for the credit.
Yeah, it usually brings up the whole new conversation. More conversations you bring up, then less chances you get the deal.
And then as is, right? Because if the house is in a good condition, you can just let the seller know that you're gonna buy as is, which means that the seller is not responsible for any repairs. Some of the people like to do it. Some of the people are like, I don't know what it's gonna come up after inspection.
Usually, first-time home buyers are afraid of doing as
exactly.
is.
Yeah,
But that's the good negotiation point.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
And then it doesn't, like, if something comes up, if you're in the attorney period, you can always,
Go
either
away. You
either ask for something.
Yeah.
If they don't give it to you, you can also always, break the contract and keep looking. If there's something that came up that, I don't want to buy this house. There's 100 cracks in the foundation. It's falling apart. I went with that as is, but, I didn't know that there's, that much. And there's also the biggest contingency that we never want if we want to try to buy a house is when you need to sell in order to buy.
In a market like today, it's going to be quite impossible to find something that somebody will accept it.
So on the contract we have contingency of the sale, and then you put your address. I need to sell this house, and then there's a question: are you on the market? So you at least want to be on the market. If you're not on the market, you're
There's no
competing.
point,
There's no.
Exactly.
I mean, what kind of price you have to put in order to sell it to take? Okay, I'm taking this instead of somebody who doesn't have. So you have to be really high in price and probably sign the appraisal addendum, which we're going to talk about a little later too. And then there's a question: if you are on the market, are you on the contract? That's another one. That's a good one. If you're on the contract, you know, and it's been like more than a week, and you've been on the contract.
You passed
it's
the
a good
attorney review.
It's a good offer, I would say. And sometimes those offers, those contingency, might be a cash at the end. So as soon as you close, you buy cash. There's no financing. So pretty much, you're not the financing. You're not the one who's bringing the financing to the table, but your buyer is the financing, and then you are cash. So a lot of people go with that.
Yeah. From the other point, if you look to that kind of case, basically the buyer gonna be homeless after he sold his house. So they don't wanna cancel it
Right.
on a way because
So there's a motivation.
yeah, he will
There's
not have the place to go. He will be relying on the place he's trying to buy.
That's even better. Might be even better buyer. You know, the one who is selling, that's on the contract, and it's been more than a week.
Yeah.
They're already like
Oh yeah.
they need to buy.
They need to find something.
Yeah, but I had a sale when we accepted the buyer like that, and they backed out. Something happened. They backed out. I don't know what they did and what they found or what they did with their sale, but it fell apart. So you never know. You know.
What else about the contract?
What else
a
we
lot
got?
of
Addendum.
people-
We're gonna talk about the addendum.
Oh, you know what? A lot of people is actually not people. A lot of sellers is asking, you know, right now. Okay, so they got your offer, and the listing agent is gonna call your
Lender.
not lender, your agent, and ask, hey, is your buyer willing to cover the
Yeah.
difference between appraisal and
If the appraisal comes lower.
exactly,
Yeah.
if the appraisal comes lower, is your buyer willing to cover the gap?
Yeah.
And do you really want to do it? I don't know.
Yeah, so it's tricky. Yeah,
It's
sometimes you
tricky.
gotta. Now the buyers are relying on us. They are asking, "What do you
Exactly.
think? Am I overpaying, and how much am I going over?" And sometimes you don't know because the appraisal comes and whatever his mood is,
It's
at that time.
You never know. And some of the buyers, they love the house that much. They are just like, okay, I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna cover it cash. Doesn't
We've had a lot of situations. We have
Yeah.
one with Dmitro a long time ago when we went over ask. We've got the contract. We signed appraisal addendum, and then appraisal came lower, and we still negotiated it. And I've had experience where we signed the appraisal addendums, and everything was fine. You know, it's just the sellers want that protection and peace of
Exactly.
mind, and
Yeah,
everything will
yeah.
be okay.
You can put a cap.
You can put a cap.
Okay, I'm gonna cover up to, I don't know,
3,000.
3,000. I did have the
10, yeah.
situation as well. My buyer covered up to 3,000, so it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
And
was
sometimes you might
happy.
never need it.
Exactly.
But you just have to be prepared
Yeah, you
when the
have
time
to be
comes.
you have to be aware that
Okay.
something like that.
And I want to
may
also
happen.
say how that works. Also, sometimes when you have that gap and it shows up, and you really need to cover 3,000, let's say, and if you're putting more than 5% down, and if it's a more expensive house, you need to have that cushion in the down payment. That difference also may come from the down payment, and then just reduces your down payment, which makes the mortgage
it's
amount a
gonna-
little higher.
increase
so,
your payments.
So
a
you
little
don't
bit.
really have to bring additional money. It will just come off of your down payment, which will make your down payment less, and your payments will come up. So if you're trying to buy and then you want to get rid of PMI, and you're planning to put 20% down, that gap, that little difference will eat up a little bit of your down payment. Now your PMI shows up. So that's a problem that, then you have to actually bring
the
that
best way
3,000.
just to give cash. So the easiest way to fix that if they will cover that with cash, not with like the
Yeah,
loan.
the easiest way, well, it depends on the situation and what the mortgage. Maybe sometimes mortgage lenders can help you out, with a PMI. Maybe they can reduce it if it's like 2,000. I wonder if they can do it. If there's like a 2,000 shortage, it's not really 20%. It was close. Can they really get rid of that PMI? Because it's almost like right there. The bank just wants that protection. You're not giving us all the 20%.
Yeah, but the banks, the lenders is relying on the underwriting, and they cannot decide themselves. They have like to, play with the rules they have.
Yeah, well. All right, so that's the contract. But then, writing a contract and getting a deal, there's a little bit more into it. That's where we step in. We are getting in touch with the listing agent. If you're just sending a contract and then just, hoping for the best and just sit there, you're crazy. We
There's
gotta
no communication.
you
Yeah,
gotta
you have
follow up. It's market flipped. So usually I remember 2017, you sign the contract, You can sit, smoke cigar, they call you, hey, we're ready to negotiate. Here, you just, running after them, begging them, my client is the best buyer, we're going to close for sure. Following up every hour or two. Sometimes they might tell you, you're the best so far. And then 1 hour later, sorry, we went with another offer.
Yeah.
Why did that happen?
It happens all the time.
So it happens. Sometimes you just have to keep being.
Especially with cash offers, like that your offer is strong. They probably gonna go with it, and then bam, they got a cash offer.
And sometimes I don't know where this there's gods of real estate. When the house sits 30 days on the market, you put an offer. 5 minutes later, new offer comes.
Yeah.
Where were you been all this time?
Yeah, and you already negotiated, and you're like, oh, I have a good deal. It's on my pocket already.
Oh, I wanna bring that up. That's a good point. Some listing agents call all the people that were on the list that were somewhat interested, and they say, we expected an offer.
Oh yeah, we have a verbal offer.
We have a verbal offer.
Verbal offer is like, I like it. I probably buy it.
Do you want to do anything? And then you call, and then these agents call their buyers like, look, it's about to go. Oh yeah, let's put, So to that point, whenever we're probably in this market, we should be fast and strong either way. Mm-hmm. Even if it sits on the market, don't be too loose, That's probably the point. That's to the buyers, so they keep it in mind that even if it sits, okay, we can negotiate, but just keep in mind that listing agent is going to convey it to everybody they know. They're going to drum up another offer. That's their job, to drum up another offer.
Usually the buyer, like the buyer needs to lose a couple of houses, couple of deals, then he is like motivated. Yeah, because
and
if you, they feel like you trying to push them. Oh, you need to buy. I always say like, if you like it, you should like move fast or like just look for another one because this one will not stay for long. Yeah. Sometimes they like, oh, let's see, and next day it's gone.
Yeah, and that's good. Sometimes I need to lose a couple houses just to see what the market's doing, and they feel comfortable now. Okay, we've seen this, whatever we liked went to, sold, and okay, we now know what we need to offer for this one, and now we feel comfortable after we close. We didn't rush. We know what we've done. Usually, in my experience, that whatever they buy is the best so far. That's even the houses that they lost out on. The one that they bought, they're happier that they didn't get the one that they lost. It's somehow
they learn about market, about what they really like, what they need.
Yeah, somebody has this specific set of tools they looking in that house. Like they must be next to that school, to that intersection. Like they have too much to look about, and they will be not happy because they lose few of those. They were really like imagining them living in those houses, and there is not much on that piece of area. Yeah. So sometimes
we've been successful with missing out on the house and mailing to the neighbors, and a neighbor would call us back and say, I'm interested in selling because we were like we lost in the house. We need a house here. Usually it works good for condos and townhouses because they're all pretty much the same. With houses, it's a little different. Condos, townhouses, we can mail them and say, hey, we got a buyer for 3-bedroom townhouse here. We just missed out on it. If you want to sell, we're going to buy. No commission on this side. We just come in, and take it. So that's helpful. And like to the point when the offers, like sometimes I've had a situation a couple months ago when we like the house and the agent says we have an offer. But they're not taking it. So we're now thinking, okay, so probably lower offer, they're not taking it. It's been in the market for a couple of days. So how about we go lower? And then, here's the problem with it. You're gonna let the seller know that you're bringing in an offer. They're gonna let that person know that there's another offer coming. So they might raise. So you really want to come in fast and strong. This competitive market is a little different. It's gonna change at some point, and we're gonna keep everybody updated what's going on in this market. But this right now, we always say, our clients, you either overpay or you don't buy. Yeah, unfortunately, that's what's going on.
Right now, yeah.
Or the place is not like a little bit overpriced. If you buy it and you're just the only one who buy it, it could be just a little bit overpriced or located in not like really popular area.
And you overpay right now, and it's gonna be a good deal, like
in a couple months.
In 6 months. Yeah.
I always overpay. For every investment I buy, I feel like I'm overpaying. I don't know. I never got a good deal. I negotiated You got good deals. I never got a good deal. Like, you got a good deal because you bought it with me.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
Basically.
You had a good agent.
Like the topic we were talking about last podcast, some of the agents just forget to put that the place could be rented. And
right. they miss out. Yeah,
That's why that's how you can find the new. Let's go to the neighborhoods. We have like we should discuss one neighborhood on every episode.
Oh, actually, guys, one more thing about how to win an offer.
Yeah.
Acceleration clause. I use
escalation clause.
Yeah, right.
Escalation clause.
Hey, whatever. Some different people call it different. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a good point because when your client want the house, but they don't want to or pay too much, we can educate them. They can beat existing offer, like say 2,000.
Yeah, like we beat any offer by 2,000 up to we can put
a cap.
We can put up to like 250 or whatever. But I've had situations where I used it and they never called me. They're like, okay, we want another, but I have an escalation clause.
You know what I noticed? That some of the agents actually put in MLS no escalation.
Yeah, they don't want to mess with it.
They don't want to because
just imagine you get 3 escalation clauses.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Yeah.
Just put your highest and best. Actually, for the seller, probably if I work with the seller, I will advise not to use not to accept escalation clause because I think because when it comes to inspection, attorney review, it's probably a bigger chance they're gonna break the deal.
Yeah, or they expecting to negotiate on the inspection. Like because of the inspection, they will find some points just to take it back some of those extra thousands. And in my case, I usually when I just put an offer, I usually say to the agent, like, if you even have a stronger offer, just let me know. I believe my buyer can go higher. We can beat the strongest offer you have, but they will not go like right away. So just let me know, and I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, different situation.
Even if not, that's gonna give you like extra step to have in your
open window to negotiate.
But when you know you're the only one and it's been sitting for a while, you play hard. You know, you're playing like, you know, man, that's the most we can do.
Yeah.
and in about an hour, you see it's not going anywhere. Talk to the buyer, then maybe one more thousand. you're now it's ball is in your court.
Yeah.
But here in this kind of market. But just don't lose the hope, you know, for the buyers that are listening. Don't lose the hope. Sometimes it may feel like this market's crazy. You can't buy. You will buy because we've been, successful helping buyers get their properties. So it's possible. So let's talk about
keep it positive.
Yeah, you'll find your house.
Eventually, it's gonna happen.
Your house is coming. Yeah, it'll be yours.
Exactly.
75% of my deals, it has multiple offers.
Yeah.
And we
keep
we
buying.
keep closing it.
How many you closed so far in 2021?
13.
So basically, it means you have like all 75% of your deals was hot, and like people was looking for something that was popular.
And whatever you're gonna like, most chances of there's somebody else who's liking it.
Of course, especially if you. I'm working with investors most, so every investor who play with the numbers, they will see the deal. Like, this is a nice deal.
Yeah.
So I'm not the only one who like stick the numbers together and say like, we have $300 over the all expenses. And it's like 5 of those already on the corner writing an offers for that place.
Yeah, I remember when we went in one time. I remember this guy was already in the place. He was mad that we were coming in. He was going to buy the place. He's like, well, I'm buying it. I'm putting cash. I'm writing a cashier's check for $15,000 right now. Are you going to buy it like that? Are you going to write the check like this? And he was like, hey, let's go write the check. And he's closing behind us.
And end up nobody was buying the place.
And end up sitting on the market
for a month.
Yeah,
the place was just really small.
We were laughing, yeah.
So let's go to the neighborhoods.
Yeah, neighborhood. We want to talk about what?
Hoffman Estates.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good neighborhood.
That's
a lot of demand.
Yeah.
Good appreciations over there.
Yeah.
Next to Schaumburg.
Next to Schaumburg, really good.
For the people who don't know
where the Hoffman Estates is.
Between
northwest location.
Between Schaumburg and Elgin.
Yeah, mostly Cook County. The average house price is about $285,000 right now.
Average home price in America is $404,000.
That's because of California and New York.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But it is not the cheapest because I was, reading something about Hoffman Estate just recently, and it is about 10% more expensive than average national, most expensive city.
I would call it.
Why?
So, schools are really good.
Yeah.
A lot of restaurants, entertainment. Bars. So it is a hot place actually.
I have-
now. A lot of people are.
I have two
looking
under
around
contract in
that.
Hoffman Estates. I would call it
Next door
more
to each other.
more affordable place than Schaumburg,
Yeah.
but
Right.
even nicer.
Yeah, and schools
You
are
think?
exactly
Yeah,
the same.
Nicer.
yeah.
That's
They have the
Schaumburg.
one of the best public golf courses, which I visited.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
Yeah,
play golf?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
one of the
That's
best
good.
golf courses in Illinois.
I remember in 2017 I sold a townhome, and now it's over 80,000 more, even if you don't do anything.
Yeah.
It's 4 years. I understand. Everywhere we see an appreciation, but over there it's been pretty good. Schaumburg is already, appreciated much more. The Hoffman is still on the rise.
Hoffman, the cheapest condo you can buy in Hoffman, the one bedroom is going to be about 80 between 80 and 100,000. The townhouse starts from, I believe, 140 and going up to 300,000.
Yeah, different styles. Yeah, average probably is like $200 for
Yeah,
a
but-
townhouse.
but-
But there's a lot of those can be rented too.
Yeah, rent prices
Yeah.
is high. Rent is
High,
high
yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
So
It's
basically,
about like I was reading the
same to
average
Schaumburg.
is
Same.
like 1,400.
Yeah.
Now.
So it's a better spot than Schaumburg looks
It's
like.
easier to find something for
Schaumburg is even
investment.
more expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
because Schaumburg's got everything. They got
Yeah,
dealerships,
exactly.
malls. It's like if you live in Schaumburg, you don't even have to go anywhere.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
just stay there.
You don't need downtown Chicago.
so
You just
Hoffman
move
What's the
Estates-
population? Do you know what's the population, Hoffman? Anybody knows?
About
I know 50,000,
51,000 or something like
That's
that.
a lot.
Yeah.
That's
a
like
lot.
Des
That's
Plaines,
a big-
37.
and
Exactly.
it's really young. They were like they start building there. The two German brothers with the last name Hoffman. That's why they call it Hoffman.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
two German brothers start building there in late 50s. So basically, they 60 years old. 60 years ago, it was nothing, just a forest over there.
It's a good website for anybody listening. Is city-data.com. Cool website to just check up your city. They got everything in medium temperature. They got household income. Everything.
Also the good app to use, a good website to use is a crime map. As an agent, we cannot answer the question. Is it?
crime, yeah.
Yeah, is it-
demographics?
Yeah, we
Well,
cannot.
you can find it online because
yeah,
I
of
was
course,
reading that there
of
is
course,
like
but they
10
They like
crime
what should I?
per
Where should I go? They
1,000
ask me like,
people.
where should I go? Like the
Yeah.
crime map. Just go. The first one you need to look crime.
Crimemap.com?
Yeah, just Google crime map and the city you are looking
Yeah.
for. So you will see the hotspots. You will see it's gonna be marked blue, yellow, and red, and you wanna avoid like the most
Red areas.
the most red areas. Yeah. So basically, just check it before buy it.
Right. Yeah. It's important.
So each city have red areas.
No.
So
In
that's
a
how
place in.
Hoffman Estate have red areas.
No, the crime over there is super low.
We're not supposed to
especially-
answer any questions.
Especially
No,
if
you gotta watch. You gotta look it up and see.
yeah,
for
you
yourself.
go online and check it out yourself.
Anything else we know about Hoffman?
So Hoffman is basically suburb for Schaumburg, right?
Yep, that's like more affordable, affordable.
Everything that you need you can find in Schaumburg, but you can.
More affordable.
But
buy
they
house
still
in
have
cheaper.
a lot. They still have a lot. They have a nice restaurants over there. They have like super nice like parks and outside areas. It's not so populated. Not so many people living there like in Schaumburg. You can have like the bigger backyard if you want. The most expensive place I found in Hoffman Estates was 1 million, and nobody gonna buy it. So that's mostly townhouses, which are good for rent, and you can have like the townhouse next to the school.
Yeah,
You-
about 24% people is renting, and 76
Owners.
Owners.
Yeah, own.
That's a good
So it's-
sign.
yeah,
That's a
it's
good
good
place to invest.
Exactly.
And
Because
it's
you have a
hard
lot
to
of
find.
homeowners.
It's hard to find. The best investment deal I have under contract is in Hoffman Estates. That's 2-bedroom condo in really good shape, and we paid 152K. So
Yeah,
that's
Yeah,
great. That's great.
Yeah,
that's great. If there's a cash flow and you got a townhouse, it's
exactly.
awesome.
You in Hoffman Estates you can have like around 400 after your expenses if you
If
have
you
a
buy
good
right.
deal. Yeah, and the price gonna go
I
up.
remember one time I'm like, Park Ridge is where I live. There's Norwich. What's the difference? And one guy told me Norwich doesn't have downtown. Wow, I didn't even notice that. That's right. Parker's got downtown. That's why prices got so high. Plus schools.
Yeah.
Schools are
School driving all the prices and taxes, especially.
Always, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Schools are always driving everything. Yeah, but then like the thing like, oh, there's no downtown. I'm like, wow. I'm now start noticing, things,
I believe people who live in suburbs, they need mall, they need a grocery, they need a good school. They're not really going there for downtown.
Parks, we need parks.
Yeah, parks are for sure. It's not a suburb if they don't have a park.
Yeah,
right?
but you need kind of like a mall, kind of like to
Yeah,
go
mall.
out.
Or
on the
at
weekend.
least be close to a different city which has like Hoffman Estates.
But now
close
you're
to
driving.
Schaumburg. But it's not really that far,
Depends.
If you find something close by,
But like,
you gotta be
thing
fine.
about park rates is like sometimes it pisses me off. You go to the Costco, you gotta go to Niles. You go to car wash, you gotta go to Displays. You need something like auto parts or anything like to buy for your car, you gotta go somewhere else. Like, it's groceries and then parks sometimes. So that's something that's like in Schaumburg, there's everything.
So yeah,
Go
I call Schaumburg Plan B. If you're looking,
Plan B.
yeah,
Plan
I-
B.
I like
Talking
Schaumburg, I
about
do.
Plan
Yeah,
B,
that's
we gotta talk about Bitcoin. That's a Plan B.
that's a really popular questions we got. Like, should
Bitcoin.
I?
What's better, Bitcoin or real estate? What's better?
What's better for you? Like, if you don't want to move your ass, you should invest in Bitcoin.
You should, yeah.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they ask, what if the toilet breaks? What if the tenant doesn't pay? Buy stocks.
Yeah, buy stock.
Buy Bitcoin.
Just even better, just invest in S&P
But no,
500.
seriously, Bitcoin's been going up pretty good.
Yeah,
Maybe it's better than real estate.
but what do you have? Like, I always like let's see for the long term.
Yeah.
Bitcoin is something new. We cannot like talk about it in a perspective because
Yeah,
we can talk
we
about
know nothing about
yeah.
it pretty much. We
yeah,
just- we
one
just
year to
buy it.
year. Yeah, we just buy it and hope for the best. But with the
Yeah.
investment for the in real estate, we
You
can
control it.
Yeah, you have more options. That's one point that I like more between any stock investments and real estate. I would always go. I have some stocks, but I will always put like 80% of my money in real estate because you have options. If you have invested like in 10 properties, like wherever, how many you want, after 5-10 years, you have options to refinance. You can just sell it. You can rent it. You can have a cash flow. You can make a cash out. So not everybody know, but maybe you have 10 places, you can take 20K from each of them after 5 years.
Yeah, and then plus, in real estate, gives you 4 income streams. It's the cash flow that you get monthly. It's the price appreciation, which the only thing that Bitcoin does, and stocks give you dividends. Some of them pretty low, but
Yeah, pretty
But
low.
appreciation, then tax depreciation.
And
27
equity,
and a half years.
building the
to-
equity.
Yeah, and then price principal reduction. So we've got 4 income streams that really, if you put it all together, like, you hold the property that gives you every month the money just to keep it.
And you have a
gold doesn't pay you.
you have a loophole.
Look at it.
Like 1099 exchange.
1031
10-
exchange.
1031
Yeah,
exchange.
you sell it, and then you buy it, you don't pay taxes, you keep going. Like one guy on YouTube, Ben Mala, says the only way out of real estate is to die. Because if you keep, making money and buying next, then at some point, if you start liquidating, your tax bill is pretty big.
You're gonna pay taxes
So-
because you already.
Yeah, you can't get rid of taxes
Yeah.
because you're just moving that along the road, and then one time when you liquidate everything, now the tax bill is just
And
the
what-
only way is to pass it to your kids.
What can you do if you have invested, like you have 5 Bitcoins or like whatever amount? You can just sell it and that's it.
Oh no, they do the cash outs. They offer you money. You can borrow money against your Bitcoin. That's not much, and the interest rate is high, not compared to real estate. But they give you, like, if you get like 1 Bitcoin, 60,000 right now.
Sounds like
they
some sort of scam that really
No,
that
they
really
give you, like,
depends on the
30
Bitcoin. What if
Right.
Bitcoin goes down for 20K? What's gonna happen?
I don't know.
Like they just
know.
hoping for the best.
Well, there's interest rate is 8%, so they kind of make some money on top of.
But basically, if you have like money invested in stocks or in cryptocurrencies, you can just sell it and you have money. That's it. You don't have options. Like
You have
we-
money to buy real estate.
yeah,
the
you
biggest problem with these Bitcoins and everything, you don't have no control.
absolutely.
You just sit there and
Elon Musk just tweeted something, and your
yeah. Portfolio
Price
dropped.
yeah.
Like my
20%.
retirement just disappeared. Yeah.
talking about Elon Musk.
Elon, shut up.
Talking about Elon Musk, if you notice, guys who have a Tesla stock, they just dropped. They dropped dramatically.
They were 1100.
They no,
Where
they
is it
dropped.
now?
Actually, they were the highest one was
12.
something hundred. Now it's 10.
1060.
Yeah, 1060. That's because of what? That's because of the new company called Rivian just came up on the market yesterday, and I'm guilty of buying 5 stocks of those company. The
You bought it?
Yeah, they were just posted yesterday, and they already
You bought it right away.
they already have
You bought
7% of.
What?
You're the only one who didn't buy it.
You bought?
No.
So basically,
Well,
they
we're
have
not in
they
the
have
same
they have 7%.
message.
They have 7% market from Tesla. So basically, Tesla was some billions and something.
No,
They have
Tesla is worth $1 trillion.
and they this
Rivian
morning
is 65
this
billion.
morning was, but I believe it's close to 7. So they have 7% equity from Tesla. I mean, Tesla was dropped because of Elon Musk sold 10% of his shares.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one point. Then Rivian came on the market, and then I believe somebody else is about to came. And
What's Rivian?
Rivian, there's the company who already have 2 cars. They taking pre-orders. They will start delivering next year. But the cars are real. They already have like the tests, the video. You can watch what it is. This
Better
pickup
than
truck.
Tesla? Looks
This
better?
pickup that for me, the Rivian truck make more sense than Tesla is just a shiny like bulletproof. But for the everyday car, I would take that one, and they will have SUV as well. And the real cars, not the cars like somebody will produce someday. They will even build it in Chicago.
I've
I
heard
believe.
about Lucid.
Lucid is just that's another company. But Lucid,
They keep coming up, man.
they going for super luxury, they will make a competition to Lamborghini and the companies like that. But the Rivian is American company, started in California.
How much is the car?
75,000 pickup truck, really for travel. They was like focusing not for like construction on for some work.
Yeah.
They for travel, camping. You can put a lot of stuff over there. They have like the grill already built in. You can put the you should watch the just
I gotta see. I don't
yeah
even know
Rivian
what we're talking
R1. Just
about.
go and then like
We're supposed to talk like real estate.
yeah, but they drive in
You're
market.
thinking
They
about
drive they drive in market. Because
Yeah.
of them, the market price like they shake
What's the
the
stock
market.
price?
112, I believe.
So it's going to 100.
112.
So you can 10x your money if it's going to 1,000. If it's
Ah.
gonna,
But
I don't think they will
the
go.
price not working like that. It's not gonna go 1,000.
No, they don't. They don't have Elon Musk to just came up with something. But that's the good. I believe that's the good investment for the future. I will hold it for 10 years. Like
but
that's
we're not advisors.
we're not
so
advisors.
do your
That's
own due
only for
diligence.
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But another thing, all big companies, all car makers starting doing electric.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yesterday.
Oh,
That's
that's a
why
topic for real estate. Yeah. We need garages.
Absolutely. That's what I was telling to my investors. If you have a place with a garage, just take it because of the garage. Because in 5 years, everybody will need to charge the car, and they will looking around. Maybe it's going to be some public charges around the city everywhere, but you will pay for that.
Yeah.
You will have like your own charger in a garage. Basically, what's the beauty? I don't have electric car, but I'm about to buy. Like I will buy eventually.
You buy Lucid? You buy
No.
Rivian?
Tesla.
I believe I'm waiting. I will not buy Tesla.
You buy for Mercedes?
No. I will buy Volkswagen or
Everything's
something
gonna be
else.
electric.
Not Tesla. I don't know. I just don't like the service. All of my friends who has Tesla, they will like always complain. If something bad happens with your car, you will be just stuck with the
That's
service.
embarrassing.
Yeah, nobody will take care of you. So Subaru just came up yesterday with a new electric car. So everybody will have to charge the cars, so they will need a garage. And I believe in downtown that's going to be the biggest problem because the old buildings don't have a capability to charge.
And
they will need to.
So what's gonna happen?
I was looking for I'm looking for condo
Or more
form.
friends,
Are you
like
gonna-
suburbs.
I gonna tell you, yeah. Everybody gonna move to the suburbs.
Yeah.
first.
Especially now,
Right.
if you
They can install.
they need to. That's really like a hard process. They will need the new grid. They
Put the
will
generator on the side of the building. You run the cables.
Generated. That's
for the listeners. If you look in something with a charger on Zillow only, you can put a filter with the EV charger, so you will see like which buildings have a charger installed already, and from 200 you will have 5 or 6 buildings only. But the nicest buildings, they already think about it and they install the chargers already. In other building in Lakeview, they told me they will make a special assessment, not for everybody, but if you wanna charge your car and your charger use the charger, you will pay a part of the special assessment. So that's the way I believe it's gonna go. But
I believe they just like, if they have 50 parking spaces, they just put 2 parking spaces with the charger, and they already mark.
But what if everybody is on electric
Yeah,
car?
everybody like if
yeah,
50
some of the companies
spaces need to
have
be
some of the companies have already set up the plans for 2030 to go 50% and more sales in electrical cars, which is not so far from now. So it's gonna be like every second car is gonna be electrical.
Yeah. I'm
Every
down
second
for electric. I like electric.
yeah, and
Gas price is $10 is probably going to be soon.
absolutely,
They say that
absolutely.
in California it's going to hit $10. So
Oh yeah.
what was it now? $5 right now over here?
For
Or something.
That's why in California there is a lot of electrical vehicles.
Yeah.
That's why it's Tesla.
Yeah,
was
the-
originated in California.
Absolutely,
But
and
in
Rivian
Texas?
originated in California.
Yeah.
Right next door, probably.
Yeah.
It's like Amazon, I think, and Microsoft. They all in the same suburb. They start in the same suburb. And same thing with
Seattle.
Walmart and Kmart.
Maybe it's
They-
something
in
in the
Arkansas,
water
they
or
started in the
something.
same
The
suburb.
kids growing up
I
over
know
there.
that Bezos said, and I'm like, it's not real estate at all here right now. Like Bezos said, and I opened up next to Microsoft because I knew that there's a lot of talent that I'm gonna need. And he said it came out true. I was just hiring people from there.
Can you imagine? Especially for people who live in suburbs. When you go to the city, I live in a city, and I notice immediately when I go to suburbs, more electrical cars going there, 10 times more.
To the suburbs?
On the suburbs, yeah, on the suburb roads, you see some Teslas in a city, but that's not compare. If you go to the like nice suburbs, you will see a lot
Okay.
more.
All right. So anything? How are we gonna? Anything about real estate? We're gonna finish it up. Anything?
What other topics do we have for today?
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, we covered
buy
everything.
Electrical vehicles.
buy a home with a garage.
Garage.
You need a garage.
Says garages and
Yeah. All right.
electrical vehicles.
I guess we finished up for today. I guess that was a good episode. Everybody, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.